Hello guys, and welcome to another video. Welcome to another video. Today I will be discussing which Garden Warfare 2 characters historical figures would main. First, starting off. Give me a second. Okay, here's our list. First off, current President Donald J. Trump. Now, I think that he would main. I think Trump would main Toxic Brains because he's very easy to use, and he's not the smartest guy. And not to mention, he probably likes sticky, that sounded wrong. I meant slime, toxic slime, okay? Anyways, next, Joe Biden. Now, I think he would play Hockey Star because it's so easy to just fall asleep while playing him, and we all know what Sleepy Joe likes to do the most. Am I right, guys? Next?
Yeah, I guess.
Next is a very sensitive topic, okay? But this is not to take light of what this person has done, but this is just for historical figures, I'm just discussing historical figures, some good, some very bad, like this next one I'm about to talk about. And if you have any sensitivity about a specific guy in World War II, please don't watch this part, because the next historical figure I'm going to be talking about is Hitler. Okay, and I think that I don't know where that sound came from. This is not a joke, so I don't know where that came from. Now, Hitler was a very diabolical man, who was very, very evil. But today we're discussing who they would main if they played Garden Warfare 2. Now, when this discussion is brought up, when this discussion is brought up, very sensitive topic we're talking about here. But honestly, I think this one is a pretty simple answer. See, Hitler likes to kill a lot of people, apparently. He thinks it's good or something. So I think he would choose Imp because it has the Z-Mech. Wait, no. I think he would choose Breakfast Brains because it's a very chaotic character, very chaotic, and it's very brutal, just like how Hitler was in these terrible things that he did. Okay, next up is a very sensitive topic as of recently. Another man who has done very horrible things, and I'm not using this video to make light of anything these people have done. I'm not making fun of anything that these guys have done. But next up on the list is Epstein. So, Jeffrey Epstein, who I think he would main, is probably the Shrimp Imp. No further explanation. Next, we have a man who is quite controversial, but is known for scientific stuff, Stephen Hawking. And I think that he would probably use Plasma Pea because he likes space and stuff. And also, because Plasma Pea, you got to be very precise. You have to be a genius to use Plasma Pea. So I think that would be the most likely determining factor of what, I think he would just main Plasma Pea. Next up, we have Genghis Khan, the Mongolian warlord from the 1100s or something. So Genghis Khan, I think he would main, it's very simple. He would main Hot Rod Chomper because you get to go around and eat people and brutally kill them, and then you get to rush around and kill people, and I think that Genghis Khan would really like that. And I think that would just really fit him, Next, we have a not so good, another bad guy on here. Well, I don't want to say that. I don't know, how many people like him. I'm sure not a lot. But next we have Vladimir Putin, okay? And I think that he would play the toxic Captain Dreadbeard variant because he is very toxic. And also, Dreadbeard is very good in Turf Takeover, and we all know Vladimir Putin loves playing Turf Takeover. Next, we have the deceased former president John F. Kennedy, or also known as JFK. Now, I think that he would most likely play pea shooter because pea shooter, it's it's just a very balanced character, well used. I think he would just use normal pea shooter, and I think that JFK, he was a good president. Next is Lee Harvey Oswald, Roswell, whatever his name is. I don't know. If you don't know, that is the guy who shot and killed JFK. Now, this was a very tragic moment. I'm not trying to make light of this situation at all. But I really think if Lee Harvey Oswald played Garden Warfare 2, he would main camo cactus. Next, we have Cleopatra. There's literally Cleopatra's in the game. The Egyptian sunflower. Like, it's easy. Next, we have... Next, we have George Washington. And I think he would use Law P because he liked the laws, or he wanted to change the laws or something. It was founding fathers, I don't know. I think you'd choose Law P. It's also the most American pea shooter there is. And, well, George Washington, everyone knows he gave birth to America. He spent 9 months giving birth to America. So I think that's just the best course of action. And as you see here, we have Super Brains Funko Pop. Let's lower the camera a little bit. There we go. And back to the void. Next, we have... What's like a U.S. historical figure who would have A in their name as an initial?
Thomas Jefferson.
Okay, Thomas Jefferson. What? No. Okay, next we have Kim Jong-un, the North Korean dictator. And I think that he would main probably... I think he would main Rose, because you get to control your enemies with Rose a lot. Specifically, Party Rose, and I think he would just love playing Rose the way he gets to control his enemies. The way he gets to control and censor the North Korean media. Next, we have Galileo Galilei from the Italian Revolution or something. And I think that he would main Captain Dreadbeard, normal, because it's just really nice to look through those telescopes, Like, he loved looking through telescopes, and he gets a scope, and, he doesn't understand, like, the power of a variant, He can't get there yet. He still needs to discover the planets first. Next, we have George W. Bush. I don't know much about this guy, but I'm going to take a wild gander here and say that he would main engineer, specifically mechanic. And next, we have Napoleon, like the French guy. And I think he would main either chemist or astronaut. For reasons that I can't explain in this video. It's so in-depth, I can't even explain. Next, we have Walter Hardwell White. And I think he would probably main Agent P. Because, it's just a good choice, What are we saying? And for the last two here, we have Garfield. Garfield would probably main someone like Arctic Soldier, who's really just easy to use because he's like kind of not skilled, like maybe a Super Brains variant, like someone who's really easy, because we all know Garfield is lazy. And last, we have Pretty Girl Cooking. I barely even know what this is. All I know is they posted a video called Beans on Toast or something, like how to make beans on toast. And I think that they would main every character because they're just that goated. That will be the end of the recording. I'm sorry to inform you, but the man who made this video will not be joining us anymore. He's broken the rules. He's been a bad boy. He escaped. Send this to experiment control. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You all know too much. You all know too much.